Greenville. Well, you're
Roger.
in the cactus. I'll back out.
Well, I thought I had water up in there. Let's see what happens. Snake on the mill. Hey, Roger, on the quarters there. You've been gone for a while. Welcome back here. Hey, watch out. Roll them quarters make me stand right up there, will you?
Hey, how about it, Diego?
Hey, Roger, does your well job. Well, hope you get to feeling better, get some rest on that backside, and maybe it'll come around. Maybe you get all your stuff running again pretty soon. Watch out, say you got the quarters and I'm gone.
Hey, no problem, 711, you're blowing smoke across that big pond.
$450, Cactus Fest one away, 450, and I go.
Hey, no problem at all. Everyone on TikTok says hi, they're all wanting to say.
Yeah, 450 back on the side.
Hey, Sinclair Audio, 450, I'm gone.
TikTok, break.
Yeah, 450 back on the side.
Hey, no problem, send me breeze and enjoy your evening. 01, the number one with a big hammer, break. Hey, you take care and drive safely. 01 in the UK with our big wave. Bye.
Con el 1934 tercero. Con Cayuco, San Miguel o San Antonio.
699, you just wiped everybody out.
Pero después de aplicar la 18, te puedes aplicar entre Contayuco, es frente al terreno baldío y la casa es amarilla con naranja. Creo que no, mira.
can hear you, friend. No problem at all. Everybody, you're all one in the UK with that big wave. Break, break, break. Hey, no problem, 999. Hey, 999, you're 90 plus dB in the UK. We're all one in the UK with this live stream on TikTok. Break, break, break. Always a pleasure. We're all one in the UK with that big wave. Break, break, break. Hey, 199, I think you've got a bit of competition with 813s. They're all one in the UK with them. Hey, no problem, 189. Say please and enjoy your days. You're all one in the UK with this big Hey, I hear something, Great Lakes, but there's some big signals matching you. They're all one in the UK with that big, big wave, but... Hey, no problem, 833, I've got it wrong. Excuse me, but I think it's 833 in the Great Lakes. They're all one in the UK, but... Hey, no problem. Hey, you're a big signal into the UK, 90 plus dB, and you're live on TikTok. They're all one. Hey, 25 Papa AC, we just wagon, we are there. Sound like you on the other side of one. You as well, they're all one in the UK with that big wave, but...
Good morning, 603.
United Kingdom, break.
I'm doing all right, buddy. I'm just messing around with antennas here today. Alright, 603. I got a earful of 25 right here at the moment. Hey, man, take care over that way. Have a great day, okay?
How about it, Mr. 25, 25, 25, the old salty dog. Salty dog looking, Mr. 25, salty dog looking, break, break. Yeah, I got that 25. That 25 and a D south. Irish Shepherd smashing back, salty dog. I got too much ashy trash. 73, 2 years old. Whoever he was, have a fine Monday now. Old salty dog, Yuma, Arizona, back on the mill. Bye-bye. You'll find out that we 73s. We'll do it again. No time, ladies. That 25 and deep south. 007 Cruz, California. Wave it in one more time. That 25. About a 25. How about that 25? The old salty dog. Walk away with break, break.
Oh, 25. I flipped over to my wire beam. What do you think of that? Yeah, I didn't know if it was any good or not. It's just a 2-element wire beam, and I'm just giving it a workout.
Sounds
Yeah, actually, I didn't hear a thing, but that's okay, buddy. You go ahead and take care of business. I'll catch up with you later.
007 Cruz.
All right, buddy. God bless and prayers to you and the family. We'll catch you later.
You didn't hear a thing I said about the T-Bone. You join. Smile, don't tell me. Let's see. I'm back right.
I hear somebody keep telling Tumbleweed, boy, it's rough and tough out here in Arizona. I can't believe somebody was but it's rough and tough. Hey, Skip Shooter, I'm waiting on my travel agent. Hey, Skip Shooter, I'm still waiting on my travel agent. She had me under one load and get there and it canceled. So we're waiting on another one. I'll see you. How about it, Domino in Boston? How about it, Domino in Boston? Big wave, mate. Show you right when you know you're right, my boy. In the UK, 01 in the UK, break. How about it, Deputy Dog? 01 in the UK, we're quick wave, break, break, break.
25, take care.
UK 25, that's what we have right here in Nashville.
Hey, 25, Joy says he can hear you down in Nashville.
Hey, no problem, Opa. Hey, Opa, 01 in the UK with his live stream break.
Yeah, I was turned around the other way talking to down to UK for a bit, and then I went down to Channel 21 and talked to Graciano over there in Italy. Anyway, what's right? I'm making stretches. I thought about just
Big Alma, bye.
Hey, this is Stumper out of Arizona. Anybody copy?
I got you there, 95 amongst the trash and hash. Hey, 195, you made it over the fire. Okay, that big morning wave, break.
Oh man, old them one pager, man.
Hey, no problem. Okay, I won't hold it when you're much longer, because British calling you're 199, 01 in the UK, 73's, bye.
Right on. Welcome to the Monday. No doubt about it. 93 rounds entered.
73's, enjoy your day, 01 in the UK, bye. Hey, I'm just trying to do what I can. With the wire. 01 in the UK with that big wave. Break. I didn't come back to anybody then because it was just amazing. My receiver just took me over town. 01 in the UK with that big wave break.
Hey, Mr. Alabama skip shooter, I got you in there before. I'll tell you, there's a bunch of them in there. But Mr. Alabama skip shooter, the salty dog got you in there.
I hear someone in Texas says 01 in the UK with that big wave. Hey, 100 Mark in Kentucky, you made it over all the ash and trash. 01 in the UK with that big wave break.
I'll tell you what, boy, I've got a bunch in there trying to get back to Arizona here, but boy, you're wrong. How about you there, wrong way? How about you wrong way? You copy 360? So, have a great Monday. Oh, salty's off, salty that down here in Yuma, Arizona. Bye-bye.
Hey, no problem, Mark. 73 and enjoy your day. Give them my regard.
I would have got you earlier, but I got to make this trip. Mr. 2525, have yourself a great day now. I've got you. Old salty dog says 2073 here. Salty dog, Arizona, Yuma, Arizona.
Hey, I've got about 9 19 stations and I can't make a thing. 01 in the UK with that big wave. Hey, 117, you're still making the trip. I just got you. The UK with that big wave. No problem, 117. You take care. 01 in the UK with that big wave. Break, break, break. Hey, the station calling 01 in the UK. Go ahead. In the UK with that big wave break. Hey, good morning to you. Hey, it was a man on the West Beach or something. I believe it is a 0.
Man, that's one wicked Magnum mountain breaking.
Have a great day, 25. You too, Ghost Rider. Heard you in there too, old Sasquatch, back quiet.
I tell you what, there, 99, you got that thing working and it's doing everything you want to do. That's for doggone sure. That 2-pill and a magnet mount is devastating. I don't mean to put a target on your back like that, but I got to let you know, man, you come up in here with a hammer. So I guess I did put a target on your back, AA99, while you out there in the trailer park working the Magnum Mountain at 2-pill. Holy smokes. A real good job out there. That's for doggone sure. Keep on doing what you're doing. Motor mouth mall working the small ball peen hammer, 1 fat watt at a time, while we roll up in there with the small thing on the low side with a whole heap of bunch of audio. I got down right there, breaker. Well, it got rough and tough out there that time around. I didn't hear much of anything coming back. I saw a bunch of signals up in there, but I couldn't really make out one over on top of the other one. So, it's rough and tough out there right about now, I guess. I'll wait and see what's going down in the world of sound. Motor mouth mall working the small ball peen hammer. 1 fat watt at a time. Your West Coast beast. Got down, break up. Hey, 195. I got you up in there, 195, big ol' wave. Your way, and hope everything's all well on this beautiful Monday. Hey, 195, Motor Mouth Mall with a wave, right back, breaker. I hear you out there waving from the Magnolia. I hear him in Texas. I even heard 454. I thought I heard 454 over there in West Virginia. I could have been wrong on that one. I thought I heard 454 around West Virginia. Well, let me get back and listen up and see what I hear. 195, big ol' wave. Or in West Virginia. It might have been 454 somewhere else. I'm not sure. I'll listen up a little bit better this next time around. Motormouth Mall cruising I got down.
What do you say?
Oh, 454 in the Magnolia. Okay, hey, I got you that time around. 454 in the Magnolia. And somebody else said a Motormouth Mall you might hear, and I didn't get the rest. But 454 over there in the Magnolia. I got you up in there breaking. Wookie, we're doing a real good job while you're working that ground plane into Pine Tree. Hey, pine trees are good for that. You know, I tell you what, they're pretty good. They're tall and they're straight. You get up there to the top and clean off a little section up there and bolt a ground plane up at the top of a pine tree, and you got that mall down. Hey, Wookie, 454, Motormouth Mall cruising. They got down right there breaking. You out there on Jackson, Mississippi. Old school. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with old school, man. I got this old school Cobra 29LX. We're working this 29LX over here. It's my favorite go-to bass radio for the transmitter. Ain't no doubt about that. Motormouth Mall cruise. Break it. I sure appreciate you letting me know that, Rick.
Skip shooter, the old stepchild up here in Montana, waving that hand.
Hey, Crazy 8 around Tennessee, I heard you, I did.
Alright, Alabama skip shooter, boy, you're 10 over S9 up here into my little mud.
14, well, I tell you what, I'm sitting back here sipping on
enjoy that skip.
But the nature to get a little bit straighter. Never know where she's going to go, where she's going to land, and if she does, how long she's still going to stick and stay to bring me. Motormouth Mall cruising, one fat watt at a time break. Man, you put that plane back on top of the stack. You make me sound like I'm keying on everybody to break. For it, then, I'm just saying. A1137, did I hear you up in there too, I did? I think I did. The A1137, good morning now. J223 Coyote, you got that hammer down too to break me. Zeppelin, there you are out there with that big audio coming out of the Razorback. Holy smokes, you got that Mall down. Hey, Zeppelin, Motormouth Mall looking right back at you to break.
Go ahead, Breaker. Go ahead, Breaker. You got it.
410, you too. Enjoy it to its fullest. I got my a cup of coffee over here, so I'm doing good. You know, I'm working on the beginning of the cup of coffee, and so everything is all starting out like it should. They're breaking. 410, yeah. I put a new computer together for my audio processing. I've got one of those little small miniature, but it's about 6 by 6 by about maybe, not even 2 inches tall. And it's got, all the output for video and keyboard input. And it's all complete computer. And anyway, I put Live Professor on it. It's been working pretty good, so it takes up a lot less space to bring.
Just watching Scotty grow.
Yep, 10-4 dedicated to processing. I have no internet connected to it at all.
Hello, 107. Hello, 107 around Louisiana. Sounding good out here in the Cactus this morning.
Always sounded good over here. I like that audio. Hey, Zeppelin, I'll figure if this one sounds like your sound, I'm a happy camper to bring. Roger. Well, I don't know about the broadcast voice.
107. Hey, man, have a great day out that way. They call me Uncle Fester, and I'm out here in the Cactus Patch.
Pipes, they get way down there, and they sound bodacious. I wish I had that. But you know what they say?
All right, 107, real good copy. Hey, man, take care of yourself. God bless. Oh, Uncle Fester out here in the Cactus. I'm back out.
Man, my mom just said,
all right, hey, 347 over there in Manchester. Good morning to you.
They were being attacked by some big birds. Big crazy birds over there, I guess. You got hawks and buzzards. The buzzards don't do much because they wait for something to be done. But the hawks, they're different. They'll take what they can get. And one of the two dogs, one of the dogs is a medium-sized dog. But the little dog is a little dog.
All right, cowboy.
I think I'll carry him away. So he turned back and went back in the house.
Here, copy.
Hey, Zeppelin.
Didn't hear you're in the background. Ain't nobody out there holding the keys to you this morning, that's for sure. Hey, take care, man. Enjoy your week. Stay on high ground. Stay dry. Maybe one of these days I'll get back out to there in Manchester again. We'll catch you later. Fester, I'm standing by.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, how come it's not going live? Wait a second. I thought I had the Watergate going. Something happened. Oh, I never did start it. Okay. Well, I got it going now, I guess. I didn't hit the start button. So,
all right. Well, I had to look that up, man. Find out what airport that's closest to out that way. All right, man. Enjoy your Monday and have a great week out there.
Catch you later.
I live in Manchester, so if you go northwest.
Hey, Wookie, you working it too. You got that mall down from the Magnolia. Hey, Wookie, loaded my mall, working it. Break.
Okie dokie. So we'll check out flying into BNA out of Las Vegas. All right, brother. Hey, man, thanks for the input. I appreciate it.
This one, a little bit more careful. Loaded up mall cruising.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I got about an hour and a half, hour and 45-minute drive up to Las Vegas to get to the airport. But that's our local airport out here, so, hey, man, you got to do what you got to do. All right, cowboy, catch you later. Have a good one.
thought all my I thought all my conditions were down around Texas and Mississippi and all that. But you come up in there in Arkansas, but you come up in there from Illinois with a great big old hammer to break. Shakedown 88 Illinois. You definitely getting out and making the trip over here. Shakedown Motormouth Mall, cruising the small mall, stepping. And then Mother Nature dipping and dabbing and flipping and flopping and all that stuff. Motormouth Mall cruising. Hey, Missouri, River Rat. I got y'all up in here. What you think about that break? I'm doing good, man. I got my coffee this morning. I woke up, everything's good. Sun is shining on both sides of the street. Can't complain about a doggone thing, Jeffrey. Well, I'll tell you what, you can never have too much coffee, that's for not much sure. I drink coffee all day long. I get 24 ounces in the morning. I usually drink that while I'm talking on the radio and pour another 24 ounces. And that usually lasts me pretty much throughout the day. Don't forget to put a little bit of, like about a dime-size small pile. You don't want to taste it, but don't forget to put about a dime-size small pile of table salt on top of the grounds before you make the coffee. It'll neutralize, it cuts the acids a little bit, makes it a little bit more better. Yeah, you'll like it. It's good. And I hear you out there on the hog yard trying to roll up in there, and I think there's some magnolia roll up in there. Ooh-wee. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, River Rat, have a good day out there. We'll catch you a little bit later on. Let me know how the coffee goes. Your West Coast beast. Got down, got down. And don't use soft water. If you got soft water in your house, get your water from the water hose. You don't want to use soft water for coffee. You got to use well water or a bottled water with electrolytes, like a Dasani or something like that. But don't use any soft water to break. If you got a water softener, go out to the water hose and get your water from the water hose. Water plugs up the coffee pot. You're right about that. But the electrolytes and the salts and the stuff that's the stuff that clogs up the coffee pot makes the coffee taste better. So yeah, you got to wash the coffee pot pretty often. Ain't no doubt about that. But bottled water is probably the best way to go if you don't have a reverse osmosis system. Then bottled water is a good way to go. But we just use straight well water. But our water is hard over here, man. We got a lot of calcium. Our water is hard water over here. So we just buy a new coffee pot about every 4 or 5 months. I guess we'd buy another $20, $24 coffee pot, And don't worry about cleaning it out. Just buy another one to bring me. I got all the water in the house goes through the water softener, but the cold water side of the kitchen tap, the cold water side of the kitchen tap goes straight to the well water, so bypasses all that, so we can use that for watering the plants in the house and making coffee and all that kind of stuff. But everything else is all soft. Never ever tried making coffee with rainwater? That would be, I'll have to collect some rainwater next time we get some rain. I think there's a slight percentage of chance of rain coming up here real soon, so I'll try to collect some rainwater and make some coffee out of rainwater. I've never done that before. Oh, that's right. I guess that's right. Rainwater would be soft water. Yeah. Well, no. I don't think it's soft water. There's a difference between, I think it's just as bad, though. Rainwater is more like distilled water, not soft water. It's more like distilled because it's, just the water evaporating off the ground back up into the atmosphere and then coming back down again. So it's kind of like distilled water, where soft water is actually kind of even worse. But, no, you're right. I think rainwater might not be good because it wouldn't have any of the salts. It would just be water. So that's probably a step in the wrong direction, Rick. On the salt in the percolator, there you go, on the stovetop, and 1 pot a day is all it takes. That's why I make 1 pot a day too. 24 ounces goes in my cup. Jackie drinks 1 cup, and then the rest of it goes in my cup a little bit later on. By the time you fill up 2 cups of Jackie's cup, her cup is a regular coffee cup, small. Not real small, but, it's between the 2 of my thermoses and 1 of hers, and it makes the whole thing. I think they call that 12 pots of coffee, but I don't know what their idea, 12 cups. I don't know what their idea of a cup is. I know what a cup is, Brayden. It's kind of like what they call a serving of meat. They say a serving of meat is supposed to be the size of the palm of your hand, right? Well, shoot, man, you can starve on that. I think a serving of meat, should be like a big old slab of steak. But anyway, different folks or different strokes for different folks, I guess. But yeah, you make that coffee on the stovetop with a percolator and some salt in there. That's good stuff. Ain't no doubt about that. Motor Mouth Mall cruising, breaker. Oh man, Seattle's best, and those nice dark oily beans, man. Yeah, the smell when you open up, what differentiates a good cup of coffee from a bad cup of coffee is when you smell the beans. When you open the bag up and you get that aroma of the good fresh beans, and then you make a cup of coffee. If the coffee tastes like the smell, it's good. But sometimes you get bad beans, and you get gas. No, you get bad. You get bad beans. I think Eugene Johnson talking about pinto bean in the gas. But anyway, you get bad beans, and you might think they smell okay, and then you make a cup of coffee, and it's like, ugh, that doesn't taste the same. So yeah, you got to have good quality beans that have the aroma after they're cooked, and the taste after they're cooked that smells like the aroma coming out of the bag to break it. And you don't want to, you can't rely on somebody like Starbucks, because Starbucks, you would think they're a coffee house. They make their living doing coffee. I think these days, I don't know if they make their living doing coffee, or if they didn't make more of their living doing sweet, weird, flavored macchiato, this, that, or the other. I don't know what they are. All I know is You would think, though, a coffee house would be, consistent. Like you get coffee that would be good, and then every day you go back and you would get the same quality cup of coffee. But that ain't the case. You cannot count on Starbucks or most of these coffee houses to have really good quality coffee. Now, the Human Bean is pretty good. They got one up north called the Human Bean. It's pretty good. But, it's tough to find good quality coffee to drink.
Third hillbilly, Bob.
You're right about that. And they got everybody hooked on all that sugar. They got everybody out there hooked on all those fancy flavors and sugars. And they're getting the sugar rush. And that's where there's more addiction and repeat business due to the sugar they put into coffee than there is to the caffeine that the coffee has in it naturally. I'm not addicted to caffeine. I drink coffee like a son of a gun, but if I don't have it, I'm okay. I don't get a coffee headache. I don't get anything weird, and I could actually technically survive without it, but I love the flavor of it, and I like to sip on it all day long. But what keeps the people coming back to the places like Starbucks is all those weird flavors and syrups and creamer and all the weird stuff they put up in there. And that's it's bringing back more business, I think, than the actual caffeine in the coffee to bring.
And any kind of coffee, Bobby Boucher, Arizona.
I believe Mosquito Man is doing some local talking to Eugene Johnson. I believe Mosquito Man is out there doing some local talking to Eugene Johnson. I might be able to say hello to Eugene Johnson and Mosquito Man one time while I roll up in here one more time. Hey, if you got any kind of a sloppy copy there, a big old wave. Hey, Mosquito Man. Your West Coast under modulated beast. Dropping a hammer. From time to time. Motormouth Mall cruising. With his great big old hammer. Got down. Got down. I tell you what, you got that smooth sound working and walking and talking over here on Cali. Looking good and sounding good there, Mosquito Man. Big old hammer, good smooth audio, good bottom end, good bass up in there around the place. Ain't no doubt about that. Good morning, Tom. And, I was just having a coffee discussion because, I think, basically because I think more people are not familiar with good quality coffee, and they're getting all hung up on these sweeteners and sugars and flavors that they put in coffee. They got to go back to the good old days where coffee was coffee to drink. Fur coats and Ugg boots. And yeah, they got a certain kind of clientele over there, I think, in them coffee shops, like Starbucks and whatnot. They got a certain kind of clientele. And, we need to get back to the basics. What kind of coffee is for the retards to break? .26 Big Dog, I heard you and I heard the other station say that fancy coffee is for the retards to break. 926 around Black Gold. Good to hear you up in there. Motormouth Mall, Stephen Brinkman. Real good job there, big dog. Take care. Have a good day out there. Hey, 926 in the Black Gold. Your West Coast beast. Walked on through, break. Hello, Uncle Sonny over there on YouTube. Good to see you up in there. Good morning, Tom. Or good afternoon, almost. And good time, Charlie. Well, you rocking and rocking and rolling up in here. What's going on to break? 410 on being hard to catch from time to time. As Mother Nature, you know, she dips and dabs and flips and flops, and you never know where she's going to put you. You never know where she's going to land in your net to break me.
672 overalls. Eagles trying to get out.
No, I don't know about honey into coffee. I never tried that. I like it straight black coffee, but I never tried honey into coffee. I know I don't like sugar into coffee. I would imagine if you used local honey from nearby where you are, you know, then you could, it probably does real good if you got any kind of allergies. From what I understand, you know, that local honey, if you got allergies to stuff around where you are locally and you drink that tea or coffee or something, I guess, with local honey in it, it is supposed to be good for allergies. Oh, you got your own bees. 8124. Now that should be interesting. You got beehives, and they're right there. You can go ahead and scavenge or you collect your own honey out of your own beehives. Holy cow, that's cool. Now you got one of the fancy you have a fancy suit uniform that, you know, keep from getting stung, and one of them smoker things and all that to calm the bees down. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I know. We thought about it a long time. I never did it yet, but we thought about it, and I got a book on it, on beekeeping and all that stuff. And I thought, man, it'd be kind of cool because we got a lot of the wildflowers, and we got a lot of stuff around here, around my place. I know if I had a beehive or two or three, I could keep them pretty busy.
I've been just on a little field out of Georgia this morning.
Mosquito man, you say you got a special spray to keep mosquitoes away? And you got 6 of them over there. Holy cow, 8124. That's pretty cool. You need a special suit to keep the mosquitoes away. I heard that, I didn't. A mosquito man. I don't know if they got a suit with a particular kind of thread count or Kevlar or something to keep that proboscis from getting in there breaking. Four 410. So much. That's a key word, so much. You're still plugging up my ears. You're all up in here. Hey, mosquito man, you can be on the proboscis or you can be on the flat side, and you're still all up in my receiver to break me. Somebody out there saying, I got no ears. Well, I got news for you. A news flash. You say I got no ears, but it's not my job to hear you. It's your job to get in my radio. And if you want a little bit of sample of what I heard, so you can tell how bodacious you are, then I can play a little sample of this back. It's got you up in there near the end. Check it out.
No, damn. Shame on the mouse. That's too cold for me. I don't know how y'all put up with that cold weather up there. 22 degrees, that's insane.
Carolinas, we standing by.
Somebody said, tell Motor Mall you got no ears. I got ears. I can hear you trying. But you got to pump it up a little bit more better, get a little bit more Mother Nature, go to the goodie store, or get the, you got to do something over there. But it's your job to get in my radio. hope you get it done. A Motor Mall, work at a small ball peen mall. Got down right there, breaker. I tell you, I know you're smoking up in here. You're smoking. I really think it's funny how people hear you because, you know, you got a good station, you got a good flat side antenna, you got something working right, and they hear you and they try to get back and they can't make it back, so they put the blame on you for not being able to hear them. But they probably look at their antenna system and they look at another antenna system and realize there might be a difference. It's all in the antenna, man. Mother Nature and the way you tickle Mother Nature with the right kind of an antenna, doing the right kind of, you know, thing there, that makes a difference. And Mosquito Man, you got that thing working over here, whether you're on the vertical or the flat side. Bartender 926, take care out there, and Mosquito Man, you out there working that V5000. Yeah, that's, I gotta put a vertical back up again. My vertical is laying down on the roof. The coax is still connected to it, but the antenna, the bottom metal part that I made that supported the antenna off the roof, and the insulator itself, the insulator cracked. I guess the UV light or whatever did away with the insulator and it got all weak and cracked. And the metal part that held the insulator up off the roof, because the roof itself was the ground plane, the metal bracket rusted through. And it was metal, and I welded it up and I put it up there and I never painted it or anything like that. So it rusted through and the whole antenna fell over. So I don't even have a 5/8 wave up in the air. It's connected with the coax, but it's laying on the ground. So, you know, I gotta fix that. Then I'll have a vertical again to break. A 1x4 is one thing. It's an amp, and that's all great. But without an antenna, it's really not going to do anything spectacular at all. If you had to have one or the other, you know, if he couldn't afford to buy an antenna, then sell the 1x4 and get a base antenna. Put up a base antenna, and then later on get an amplifier. But the real thing is get a job, get some income, get some money. Keep the 1x4 and buy an antenna. But anyway, yeah, mow a lawn or two, mow 3 or 4 lawns, and then make enough money to buy a base antenna, and then put the 1x4 on a base antenna. But yeah, you're right. If you had the option of one or the other, I think the antenna would win over the amplifier. That's for sure. At least that would be my choice. Yep, absolutely. You know, every time you double the power, you only get 3 dB more. You know, but if you don't have it to start with, if you can't pull it in, you can't hear it, you can't talk to it, you can't get out, you can't get the takeoff angle right, all the power in the world ain't going to do you no any good, really. I mean, certainly more is more, but the real gain is the antenna of the brake. Me too, because you never know, the beam isn't just about gain. It's not just about power multiplication or anything like that. The beam is a tool. You got to decide whether you're going to use that beam to point away from a noise and still hear who you're talking to. If you can't hear them because of noise, you can't talk to them. But if you can use the beam to knock the noise out, you may not be putting the signal where you want it to go. But if you can hear them talking, they'll hear you, and you can use the beam as a tool to knock out the noise. So, I would rather have a beam than an Omni. Get up out of my radio, motor mouth. I heard that, I didn't. Away with the beam to beam, barefoot, you'll be able to do it. No pain, no strain. Yep. Yeah, that's only, about 70-mile drive, 70 miles sliding a sight, point to point, beam to beam. You'll be able to do that. There break mountains in between. I can almost do that to Fresno or Bakersfield if it's quiet out, so we got big old mountains all over the place around me between them. So you'll be able to do that, no problem. They're break. Wait, back up. I didn't hear that. 317 passed?
Yes, sir. 50 years burning up the airwaves. And now Silent Keys.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. I did not know about that. I haven't really been scouring Facebook much, and I didn't hear anything about that specifically. But oh man, my condolences. That's a shame. I did not know that 317 passed over there in Bakersfield. Man, well, oh man. I tell you, it's going to happen to all of us eventually. It's a sad thing, but it's the way it works. Doggone it.
Hey, he thought the world of you guys. I want you to know.
Yep, long live 317.
Mad Max checking in.
Roger on Mad Max. Man, what a bummer. I can't believe that. Well, as they say, every life owes a death to break. Yep, it's a short-lived little moment in time that we get to spend out here. And, wow, what a trip. Our lives are short enough from the beginning to the end. And even shorter if you look at our radio lives. So, yep, that's a sad thing, I tell you. Anyway, all right, I'm going to get back on the side, read the mail for a bit. And I know there's a lot of other activity out there. I've been out here for a little while. I've been rolling the gate now for, what? We've been rolling this thing now for about... 32 minutes. I'll let the gate roll for a bit longer. Motor Mouth Mall stepping, and Mosquito Man, your West Coast beast, got down right there, breaker. Hello, everybody on YouTube. Motor Mouth Mall with a wave. That's pretty funny. I'm looking at that right now. Hey, Alabama skip shooter, I'm going to do this like this. Used to tell them all, Alabama skip shooter said a friendly 5. I'm going to do it like this right here. Alabama skip shooter, check it out.
Alabama skip shooter said, tell them all. Alabama skip shooter said a big old friendly 5. Motormouth Mall. Alabama skip shooter, go.
There you go, Alabama skip shooter. That was you right there, right now. I got down, breaker. Hey, Alabama skip shooter, Mosquito Man said hello, right back, breaker. And I didn't make that up. I got it like this, right here, check it out. Breaker. Oops, I guess I didn't get all of it. Doggone it. I a little bit slow on the button there. Hey, I wasn't real quick on the key with that recorder button.
I can't get out. I know Motormouth popped up, but I thought I could at least get out.
I got it that time. Check it out one time. Hey, Alabama skip shooter Mosquito said...
Well, you're recording right now, ain't you? You got your finger on the trigger. Are you ready? Tell Alabama skip shooter I said hello, breaker.
There you go. I rolled that 5 and kept it all the way live. And hello out there. Hey, James, over there in Scotland, well, you got that radio going. I sure wish I could hear Scotland, but my ears was all pinned back over there from our Midwest and West Coast, East Coast over here, so I can't really hear much in Scotland, but I appreciate you letting me know you can hear me over there around your neck of the woods, around across the pond. Big old wave out there, James Motormouth Mall working the small ball peen hammer. One fat watt at a time. I got down, breaker.
Hey, y'all, thanks for the minute.
Hey, Goat Roper, you said do you a favor and send a big old wave over there to Mosquito Man. Is that what you said? Let me just check that out one time.
Send a nickel over to Mosquito Man, the neighbor to the south of me, South Arkansas.
There you go. Goat Roper's waving a nickel over there to Mosquito Man, but I couldn't tell exactly what the 5 was. I just heard him. Let me play it one more time.
Send a nickel over to Mosquito Man, the neighbor to the south of me, South Arkansas.
I could tell he was talking, but I couldn't tell it all. I couldn't make out the whole thing. I tried. Motormouth Mall cruising. I got down break.
Unless somebody else was rolling another one, and I'm back out.
All right there, Goat Roper. I just told Mosquito Man you said good morning over there from the Goat Roper to Mosquito Man. Hey, Mosquito Man, did you get that? Motormouth Mall cruising. I got down. Hey, Goat Roper, he said good morning right back there to you. He didn't get it the first time. He got it the second time, but he said good morning right back to you. Hey, Goat Roper, Mosquito Man, Motormouth Mall cruising, and James over there in Scotland, Motormouth Mall cruising. I got down right there, break.
Hey, Georgia, you got 5-1 in Arizona.
410 of Scotland, Arkansas. Roger. Well, I'd be probably more apt to hear that than I would actual Scotland. But, yeah, I guess, I'll keep my ears open and see if I'd love to be able to hear Scotland directly, but that's a big hop. That's a big hop for them. So, and I got my ears so pinned back over here that it may not happen real good to break me. Yeah, but they eat haggis. Oh, haggis. You don't want to know what it is. And black pudding. Blood pudding, break. And in Georgia, I heard you up in there too. I did. Paul Bunyan, if you got a grip, they go wave around Georgia.
Bye-bye. Ooh, is that? 442
And Silver Dollar, I got you too over there around Alabama. Will you dropping that hammer? Silver Dollar, Motormouth Mall waving. I'll be back in a bit. Hold on.
Puerto Rico, 73 to you.
I heard that too. Not real strong. Hey, James, not real strong, but a little bit of audio up in there, but it's clear. That's a good thing. Motormouth Mall cruising. They got down, breaker.
That's why nobody can hear me. The mouth is...
Hey, 3911 around the bottom side of Illinois. Good to hear you up in there too while you dropping that hammer in the world of sound to break.
Hey, Motormouth Mall, 442 Puerto Rico.
In there, keep on doing what you're doing over there, 3911. You got that mall down? Looking good, sounding good. 3911. Motormouth Mall, stepping.
Motormouth Mall, 442 Puerto Rico with the wave, come on. Hey, Mosquito Man's grooving to the groove.
I heard, how about you, Mall?
Elevator music, no doubt about it.
Go ahead there, 396, 51 Arizona Badgers, got you, 396.
Yeah,
I tell you what, the Mosquito Man, you got that mall down coming out this time around. Ain't no doubt about that. Hey, Mosquito Man, Motormouth Mall working. This mall, Ball Peen Mall, got it down.
man, you know that cat. You know 511.
Chicago 296 or 396, break. That was rough. Hey, we got 296 or 396 over there in Chicago. Motormouth Mall being nosy. Breaking.
Sounded good out there as usual. You got that mall down. Hey, Mosquito Man, I'm gonna get out of the way before I get my hit.
Into 396, cruising that big block Chevy coming out of Chicago. I got you up in there that time around. A 396, Motormouth Mall working. While you working that big old rat, Motormouth Mall stepping back.
Mosquito Man. I think I'm just going to kick back in the house, man. It's foggy up here on the mountain this morning. We don't get fog up here on the mountain. Maybe that shit will burn off. I get something done.
Yeah, I heard you out there. Hey, Voice of Texas. Hey, Lee Majors. I heard you roll up in there, too. Hey, Lee Majors, if you got any kind of a grip on my lip, I'll wave 4 friendly fingers and the thumb while you work at a small block.
Radio.
Hey, Mosquito Man, when mosquitoes fly in heavy fog, do they use IFR? Do they use, what kind of a navigation do they use? Hey, Mosquito Man, what kind of navigation do you use when you're into fog to break?
Around Arkansas, obviously. No name, no number, back quiet in the treehouse.
until the proboscis hits something soft. I got down breaker.
I hear that marble over here break.
Hello, Mississippi Duck. While you out there, hey, Mississippi Duck, I hear you. I do. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'll be back. Motormouth Malls. On keys.
Oh, guy, that mobile's getting out of Cali.
Guys squealing here.
Yep. Probably the barefoot and waving right back. Don't change a thing.
No number waving on this Monday. God bless you in the week. Dirty. Back quiet, the treehouse. Big old train wreck on that shuffle.